Did Ally Carter predict the Hollywood fires and Diddy's arrest? From Distractify. An alleged victim of Diddy's freak-off parties sort of predicted the Los Angeles fires. There's a lot, and elite celebrities go down there for parties underneath the Getty Museum in Los Angeles. According to Ally Carter's website, she is a survivor of sex trafficking, MKUltra, dissociative identity disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, satanic ritual abuse, SRA, police brutality, Child Protective Services corruption, and crimes against humanity. She went viral in November 2020 after she uploaded a video to her Instagram detailing the alleged abuse she has suffered at the hands of many elite predators. 4 years later, Carter began releasing videos about the alleged abuse she experienced at Sean Diddy Combs' freak-off parties. By all accounts, these recordings have been either deleted or removed, but several people have reposted them on various platforms. She goes into great detail about what she claimed happened to her, and in one video appears to drop some fire-related predictions which some believe came true in January 2025. Here's what we know. Is there any truth to Ally Carter's fire predictions? In October 2024, the Coco Can't Be Denied Facebook account shared a video from Carter where she says more information is about to come out, which will result in another arrest. This is presumably about Diddy, who was taken into custody in September 2024 and subsequently charged with trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Watch for those fires, warns Carter. Explosions make fires too. Explosions make accidental fires too. She goes on to suggest that people will pretend to not understand how these fires happened, but after looking into them, people will discover something that's tied to something, that's tied to something, that's tied to trafficking. That's when folks will realize these fires weren't actually accidents.
A lot's about to come out. Another arrest is coming again. Watch for those fires. Explosions make fires too. Explosions make accidental fires too. And then, oops, we don't know how that happened. And then you look into it and you see that it's tied to something that's tied to something that's tied to something that's tied to trafficking. And then you realize, oh, it wasn't just an explosion or a fire. It wasn't an accident. How many things does it take? If people can get in the streets over a convict, why the hell can't people get in the streets over the children? What is going to fuel your rage for the children? Why are you waiting on a release to fuel your rage? People should be like, what the? We're talking about kids? Huh? What? No! Somebody better answer something! How many more kids do you need? How many more need to be swept under the rug? How many more need to be silenced for you to say, oh, enough? It's all of our war. So what are you gonna do to fight?
Isaac's Army on X at Return of Cappy. I feel like there's a lot of important evidence burning in LA Hollywood right now. Makes you wonder. LA is just doing a controlled burn to get ready for the 15-minute cities plan to implement. It's looking like Maui was a test run for LA.
They exist everywhere. They lead to amusement parks, they lead to hospitals, cemeteries, schools, celebrity homes, psychic shops. They lead everywhere. At 15, put me on an order to go to the Getty, Los Angeles, California Museum. I was told I was going to walk through a field trip. I was taken with another girl. We were put in dresses and sandals. We pulled up to the museum in a sports car. We were told that we were trying to give a different appearance. So we walked through the museum. There are employees that know exactly what's going on in the museum. They block the doors. They know where the entrances and exits are. They take their orders from someone else when someone is trying to get underground through the Getty Los Angeles Museum. There's no protocol for what's about to happen. The world is going to crumble when they see this next arrest. In the meantime, there's going to be deaths, distractions, and fires to hide evidence. Watch for it, ask questions, demand answers.
Triage of that structure, it's a high priority for that historic building.
I cannot prioritize it that way. There are multiple homes here between PCH and Temescal. My line is to Sunset. I have the high school well involved, along with a number of homes between this can. I'm not sure why that's a priority or not.
There's gonna be these explosions that lead to fire that burns evidence. There's gonna be 2 new deaths. Whether they're fake or not. You know how the court system is going. You can see what the authority are doing. We've already done Hawaii with the blue roofs getting burned. We've done New York. We've done with the cats and dogs being eaten. We've done it all. So what are we doing about the children? We got the drones in the sky. We got the aliens out. We know that our celebrities are guilty, okay? What are we doing about the children? What's different? The world is going to crumble when they see this next arrest. In the meantime, there's going to be distractions and fires to hide evidence. Watch for it, ask questions, demand answers. You know who's on those flight logs. You do. You know who should be arrested. You all do. Your doctors, big banks, Chase Bank, Bank of America. There is a lot of people that are attached because this goes very deep. I told y'all this is a spider web that is tangled and tangled and tangled and woven intricately. I am telling you right now that once one goes, it's going to pull on a big string. That arrest is coming. 90s, we need your help. If you have counted that cost, please message us through the website, alisarmy.com. There's admin there that are ready to catch and get in contact with us. We're not taking any mics right now. We're going to sit back for a second because with this arrest coming, we need to prepare our hearts and everything that's coming our way. When this next arrest comes, it is not going to go okay. It's not. I'm going to say this to help some of you guys out. There will be no accidental car accidents. There will be no accidental fires. No accidental explosions. No man-made earthquakes. We are not homicidal. We are of sound mind and body. We're not homicidal.
This shit is crazy. Listen, there's been cars exploding in South Florida, okay? One literally right out front. We had to leave. But get this. In Miami on Friday, a car exploded. In the port of Miami. You'll never guess what this car was in. A freaking shipping container. Do you guys remember what Allie Carter said, that there was going to be explosions randomly start happening? And then everything going on with TikTok, with people demanding that people open them. It seems like the house of cards is falling down. I'm like so curious how all of this is gonna play out. But yeah, we literally had to leave last night, like get our cats, put them in carriers. It's cars exploding.
With all these climate events like Lahaina, Los Angeles, North Carolina, the Appalachians, you might want to look into whether your city is on the list of C40 cities. Here are some of the U.S. cities that are on the list. Austin, Texas, Boston, Massachusetts, Chicago, Illinois, Houston, Texas, Los Angeles, Miami, New Orleans, New York City, Philadelphia, Phoenix, Portland, San Francisco, Washington, D.C., and Seattle. Now, if you live in one of those cities, you might want to know a little bit more about what a C40 UN 2030 climate agenda city is. And you might want to consider maybe moving, making sure you have good insurance. And if your insurance companies are all of a sudden canceling your policies, you might want to think about moving or painting your roof blue.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
I'm be real upfront with you. I'm a conspiracy theorist and I'm crazy probably. But this is a list of cities participating in the Smart City 2023. I would look and see if your city is, but you don't have to because like I said, I'm insane. My current city is right there, Fort Worth. My hometown, Gillette, Wyoming is on here. We are the energy capital of the nation. That is our motto where I'm from. I wonder why we're on here. I mean, I'm a conspiracy theorist, so don't listen to me.
I just want everybody that's new to my channel to be able to put the puzzle pieces together, so I'm going to do that for you. This right here, this was Maui while it was on fire. Give me 1 second. Now this is proof in itself, even though they are trying to label it as conspiracy, Maui was supposed to be this first smart island. Now give me 1 more second. This is Tenerife, the Canary Islands. I'm going to show you something else. As devastating as it is, as you can see, initiative aims to use technology as a means of transforming the island and making improvements, not just the quality of its tourist offer, but close to the quality of life of its citizens. As you can see, Tenerife into a smart tourist destination. Give me 1 second. These happen to be the fires that are blazing out in Yellowknife, Canada. They just so happen to be next to a whole bunch of private-owned land, and I'm going to show you something that might change your mind a little bit. As you can see, City of Yellowknife has done considerable community engagement to understand what a smart city might mean in the northern context and how it will improve the lives of its residents. The approval and rejection deadline for all of these cities that I'm showing you was by August 17th. All these fires happened and started before August 17th. But give me 1 second.
If it is true that Gavin Newsom is the absolute blithering idiot that I believe he is in the way he has handled fire management in this state again and again and again and again, this isn't a wake-up call. This is the kind of thing they have tribunals for.
I mean, we have a mayor who cut the budget of the fire department in California by over $17 million. Fire is the biggest hazard in Los Angeles. Why would you cut that budget?
In 2019, I think Newsom said, I'm going to take care of the forests and maintain the forests and do all that kind of stuff. He didn't do anything.
Didn't do anything. And then on top of that, they cut the water off.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's all funny. And then I think all our tax dollars probably went for Gavin's hair gel. I don't know, but it's like, it's sad. It's like the place is just on fire.
Well, the whole state is just so poorly managed. It's so frustrating and confusing. And then he gets on TV and pretends like everything's great. Mm-hmm. And California's the best. We have the best state. We have the most amazing economy. And you're out of your fucking mind, dude. You've ruined this state. Personally ruined it.
Governor, please tell me, what are you going to do with the president right now?
We're getting the resources to help rebuild.
Why was there no water in the hydrants, Governor?
That's all literally.
Is it going to be different next time?
It has to be. Has to be. Of course.
What are you going to do?
I'm doing
to
everything
fill the hydrants. I would fill them up personally. You know that.
I literally have.
I would fill up the hydrants myself.
I understand.
it's very sad because I've been trying to get Gavin Newsom to allow water to come. You'd have tremendous water up there. They send it out to the Pacific because they're trying to protect a tiny little fish, which is in other areas, by the way, called a smelt. And for the sake of a smelt, they have no water. They had no water in the fire hydrants today in Los Angeles. It was a terrible thing. And we're going to get that done. It's going to finally be done. I got it done from the federal side. And he didn't want to sign it, but it's not going to happen again like that.
He goes, it's just going to be the right wind, and fire's going to start in the right place, and it's going to burn through L.A. all the way to the ocean, and there's not a thing we can do about it. He goes, we get lucky with the wind. He goes, but if the wind hits the wrong way, it's just going to burn straight through L.A., and there's not going to be a thing we can do about it.
All right, so I wasn't going to speak on the L.A. Flyers thing until, like, some real, like, hardcore proof and some people from LA actually spoke on it, but they're starting to like come up with this theory that a lot of people is believing, like some laser thing going on. But one thing I noticed about this picture is if a big fire swept through here, look at that blue trash can. How the fuck that motherfucker ain't melted to smithereens? Like, I don't understand that. And look at the white fence. Like, look at the gate. That gate should be black as hell. If a big fire swept through there, that gate should be black as hell. It should be charred. Like, look at the sidewalk and the concrete. Like, it's like what? Even that sign right there that they pointing the arrow to, like, that motherfucker should be unreadable. Like that. If this fire was that crazy, how's a lot of this, especially that blue trash can?
What do you think? Did Allie Carter see this coming as well as Diddy's arrest? Did making LA into a 15-minute smart city have anything to do with the fires? Were the elites trying to destroy evidence that proves the trafficking of children? Please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you all.